guys, it's Kim here, and it's time that you and I sat down and had a little chat. So apologies, this is going to be quite a serious vlog. Hopefully not a drama one, because that is not really what I want to do here today. It's a vlog that has been a long time coming, and probably won't be a big surprise to a lot of people, especially those who have followed me for longer than a year now. Like I said, this vlog has been a long time coming, and I've thought of many ways I can try and say this, try and explain things without causing drama, without anything like that. But I think the best way to do it is just go straight into it and explain everything and hope that you guys kind of understand. So I am stopping YouTube. I am no longer going to be running videos on my YouTube channel. What does this mean? It means a couple of things. The first things first, don't panic, don't cry, don't be sad, please don't be sad. There's a lot of reasons for this, and I hope to explain it to you now. So as of the 8th of January 2017, I will not be putting out videos on my channel on a consistent basis. I will still be part of the Yogscast family, and I will still be streaming on my channel. And I will still be a part of High Rollers. That is the important bit. So I'm not stopping YouTube, that's it, you're never gonna see me again, screw you guys, I'm out, you know, nothing like that. It is just that recently, and more prevalently recently, YouTube to me is a very unsatisfactory medium to do what I enjoy doing, and that is having fun with you guys. This isn't a thought that I've just had and it's like the latest big drama or anything like that. This has been something that I have been considering for a good year now. And for any of those who have been with me for a while, you'll remember that earlier this year, about January, February, I took a break from YouTube for reasons of mental health and personal issues and stuff like that. And I won't lie, you know, I've come back, I've done some really cool video series this year, like One Life, Summer Camp, the Pokemon card game videos, and I've really enjoyed those. But overall, for this whole year, I've still had that thought of, I'm not happy. And there's a lot of reasons for that. That I kind of don't really want to get into here, because I feel like I need to explain this further. So one thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a stream. So this is going out on Tuesday. I'll be doing a stream this Friday, my usual stream time this Friday, which is the 25th of November, 6 p.m. GMT, and I will be doing a stream then, and I invite you to come and ask me questions, and you know, let's talk about it. And for those who can't come to that stream, I'll put up the VOD of it on my channel later down the line, just so that there's a place where there are answers, like longer answers, because I don't want this vlog to be like really long and really like rambling and stuff like that. So I want to say that there has been no big drama, nothing, you know, Keemstar, please go look elsewhere. There is no big drama, there's no big like fallout, like, I don't know, Duncan called me a prick and I was like, hey prick, you're a prick and I'm leaving. Nothing like that. Well, I probably did say that to him, but it's nothing like that. There is no drama. Lewis, Terps, the Yogs, you know, have been very supportive in coming to this decision, and kind of drafting up new agreements and stuff like that on content. So anyone who wants to kind of stir up drama, go elsewhere. You're not going to find it here. Anyone who wants to kind of find drama in why I'm leaving, there really is none. There's nothing I'm hiding from you. And honestly, you could probably tell why I'm leaving if you just look at my YouTube, my Twitter comments from all this year about YouTube. I feel like YouTube is getting to a point where it's become oversaturated. I feel like, and in this oversaturated platform, people are doing things to kind of get their videos clicked on, to get their videos seen, that I don't necessarily agree with. You know, things like clickbait, you know, kind of obscene thumbnails, you know, just the clickbait titles that don't even relate to what is in the video. And, you know, more power to these people, fine, you know, that's your decision. And yeah, that is the way to get ahead in YouTube currently, is just sensationalist headlines and thumbnails and that. It's just not something I feel that I want to do. I mean, I don't want to start putting out videos, and I've dabbled with it a little bit, you know, I'm guilty of, you know, doing clickbait as well, but it never felt right to me. And the minute it starts feeling forced, this whole thing is pointless. I have always prided myself on being a very honest YouTuber, of, you know, being an honest personality, and you know, doing things because I'm having fun, and doing things because I want to share with you, you know, entertainment. I want to share with you other cool things from around the world, like the Chinese New Year vlogs I've done, the vlogs with my mom, things like that, the travel vlogs I did in America recently, you know, and I just don't, it doesn't feel right to me whenever I've tried to be a bit more clickbaity. I feel like long form Let's Plays are no longer a thing on YouTube. Not really. Everybody, I guess stream is where it's at for long play videos. There's a lot more kind of, you know, if you look at content, there's a lot more shorter videos, skits, you know, rants and that kind of thing, and drama, the rise of YouTube drama, and it's not really a community I want to be a part of. On the other side of this, YouTube itself is a fundamentally broken platform. Earlier this year, I think my heart broke when YouTube culled about 18,000 subs from my channel. And it was when the big cull happened to everybody's channels, and everyone had this massive cull. YouTube themselves tweeted out saying, yeah, it's a bug, you know, we're looking into it, and then did nothing about it. And that was probably the start of where I kind of went, cool, you know, it's a lot of people's careers that are wrapped up in these bugs and flaws that YouTube just seemingly refuse to do anything about. Sub boxes break regularly, videos don't publish. There was a weird bug earlier where it wasn't publishing to Twitter, so we can't tell you on Twitter. And it just seems like every day there's another thing about YouTube that is broken, which is incredibly frustrating when you put so much of yourself in these videos, and you put so much of you and your entertainment and your energy and your time into creating, organizing, editing, you know, putting it all up there, and then YouTube just goes, yeah, whatever, you know, we're not gonna push it out to your subscribers. And it hurts. It's frustrating. I mean, this is our lives, and this is what makes our, you know, money and helps us afford rent and eating and food and stuff like that. And it's very frustrating working with a platform that treats you like this. I mean, the difference between YouTube and Twitch is astonishing. You know, Twitch constantly are in contact with content creators, telling us about new things, trialing new things, telling us about things that they've spotted and they've fixed. And it's a lot healthier a platform to work with. And then another reason is, like, you know, because of all this and a lot of stress and a lot of personal stress, the creativity isn't there for me anymore. And I think you can agree. Look on my channel for the last couple months, and I don't really see anything on there that I feel 100% honest about, bar, you know, the vlogs that I've done, the stuff that I did with Kat and Katie. You know, there's not a lot, you know, and I'm not saying this as a knock on the people I've worked with. People I've worked with, you know, especially recently, have been so much fun. Mousy, Dylan, B, they are amazing, wonderful, talented people. Vidact, you know, Duncan as ever. I'm not knocking them. I'm just saying that I personally have felt forced, and I don't know. Typical PewDiePie last week, of course, I tweeted out his vlog when he's vlogging in LA at the moment, and typical PewDiePie beat me to the punch where he said, when it feels forced, it's not fun anymore. It's not fun for me, and it's not fun for you guys, because you guys know, you know, maybe not outwardly, but I'm sure you guys are picking up on it subconsciously that it's not, something's not right here. And yeah, I've not been happy. I've not been happy for a very long time. I've been struggling a lot with mental health issues. I've been struggling a lot with family issues, personal issues, behind the scenes issues that I never really want to talk to about with you guys, because I don't want to kind of bring this to you. And also, you know, I want to be that happy, bubbly person, you know, who you come to because you've had a crappy day and you're like, I want some fun, you know. And, you know, these issues I can deal with. It's just with this and with everything with YouTube and Twitch and the amount of work that we do as YouTubers, it's a lot. And it's gotten to the point where I just can't push through it, and I can't sustain it anymore. And I've not been very well this year. Physically, I've not been very well. I mean, I've seemed to have spent the last 2 months in some sort of state of flu and chest infection. My personal health, I don't know if this is related to stress or to something else, that, you know, because I've just not been looking after myself, I've pushed a lot of things aside. You know, I've had a lot of fainting fits, I've been dizzy, I've been generally quite unwell, and I think perhaps now is the time that I need to sit and maybe take a little time to kind of look after myself, and that's why the YouTube channel has to stop. I will be putting out the occasional vlog, you know. I'm not kind of just handing it over to the Yogs and being like, here you go, have this channel, bye. It's still going to be open to me. I mean, first things first, next year I'm going home to Malaysia, so I probably will do a couple of vlogs around Chinese New Year there, so you can see what Chinese New Year like is in a Southeast Asian country, because it's very different to being in the West. So I might put out some more vlogs, some more travel vlogs. One thing I want to do next year is do a lot more traveling, so there will still be that. In terms of things like Flux Buddies 4 may still happen. It's just that it's down to the individual content creator now. If Duncan wants Flux Buddies 4 to happen, we'll organize it next year and we'll do it on his channel only. Likewise with Outlast 2, I know a lot of you were looking forward to seeing me and Hannah doing that. If Hannah still wants to do it with me, then yeah, we'll look to doing that on her channel next year, or maybe a stream or something like that. So I still will be popping up in YouTube videos here and there, either on my own channel, probably in a more chilled capacity, infrequent capacity, but yeah, there is still the potential and the opportunity for me to be on YouTube. And it doesn't mean I'm going anywhere. It doesn't mean that I'm just kind of like, you know, shutting the door on you guys and saying, bye, I'm out. I'm gonna be streaming. It may be sporadic next year as I travel about, but I will be aiming to streaming. I may even stream more, who knows, if, you know, in the free time. I will still be doing high rollers, that is a priority. Okay, so I won't be here for January for, I think, 2-3 weekends in January, but I will be here for the wider high rollers campaign. I will still be putting out videos all the way to the end of, until the end of the year, and then January the 8th. So there will still be videos coming out on my channel until the 8th of January. We may have a couple of missing videos here or there, because there's things like I'm going away to Thailand for a conference, and there'll be vlogs on that when I come back. And also as we do the Christmas live streams and stuff like that, there may be a few sporadic videos not here or there. Because the thing is, you know, I've been looking at recording so that everything is covered, and right now I'm really struggling to find something to record. I'm really struggling to find a game or an idea. You may have noticed there's a lack of kind of games on my channel at the moment, and it's because I've done so many recordings this week where I've recorded a bit of a game, listened to it back and just gone, do you know what, delete, because it's not good enough. It's not good enough. I'm not having that much fun. I'm not entertaining, and that's just not good enough to put out to you guys. It's not something I want to show you guys. So I am struggling a little bit with finding games that I want to play. Everyone, of course, is stressed in the rundown to Christmas, so doing multiplayer stuff and collaborations is a little bit harder because there's a lot of people doing a lot of things and going away and stuff like that. So I will try, but please bear with me if there's a couple of days missing videos. I will be taking part in the Christmas live streams. I'll be doing the High Rollers one, and I've got a couple of appearances here, there, and everywhere, so I will be here for that. So like I said, I am not going. I am not leaving you guys. I am just leaving this part, this YouTube part here. And I recognize that YouTube is a great part of who I am and where I am now. And I thank YouTube for that, and I thank you guys for that. It's just that where YouTube is in the industry is changing. YouTube and new media entertainment with Twitch and streaming and Vine and all this is a very young industry, and as such, you know, things change a lot. You know, and I feel like because this is a younger industry, it's grown very quickly and perhaps gotten to that full saturation point and hasn't innovated to the next thing. And I mean, I find this in life, you know, things grow, they get to a really good golden age point, and then you have to find the next thing. I honestly won't be surprised if in the coming years you see a lot more YouTubers drifting away from YouTube. I mean, you look at other YouTubers now and, you know, you see it more and more. You see YouTubers more and more put out a vlog going, I'm really struggling today, you know, I'm really struggling with content, I'm really struggling to not be forced. You know, PewDiePie did it recently, Markiplier did it recently. You know, Sips has taken a little bit of a break from his YouTube channel and is streaming. And I feel like, you know, it's not an end. Like saying this, that's why I don't want to call this vlog I Quit YouTube, because that implies there's an end to this relationship that we have, and there isn't. I'm still gonna be here. I'm still gonna be on Twitter, on Instagram, on stream, on High Rollers. There's a possibility, like Terps talked to me, there's a possibility of me still attending events in the future. So there's still chances to meet me if you still want to meet me after this, you know. And ironically, you know, I'll be able to travel a lot more. You know, so you know, we get a lot of people going like, when are you coming to Australia? When are you coming to New Zealand? Hey, I might actually be able to do that now and do informal meetups and stuff like that. Things change in life. People change, careers change, technology changes, social trends change. I personally, 3-4 years ago, my priority was YouTube, and it came at a very high sacrifice, you know, of where I was working full, you know, because I was doing Lewis and Simon's edits as well as doing my own. So I was editing full time, I was recording full time, you know, I worked very long hours, 24/7, every day of the week. Obviously it's better now because I have an editor, you know, and I've had a lot of support, but it's still a very full-on job. Being, you know, this thing is a 24/7 job. And 3-4 years ago, my priority was this, so it was fine. I didn't mind putting in the hours, I didn't mind, you know, all the hard work. Now, maybe it's because I'm older, maybe it's because personal circumstances have changed with my family. You know, I'm more and more aware of the things I'm missing, the birthdays, the family gatherings, the events with my friends, you know, weddings and stuff like that. And you know, I have been missing a lot of these things over the years because I've been working, or when I've not been working, I've been so exhausted that I'm just like, I don't wanna, I can't even think about this. And I'm not saying that to be like, oh, pity me, you know, and pity us YouTubers, we have such, I'm not saying it, I'm just saying it to put some kind of context around this and make you guys, you know, help you guys understand that this isn't a light decision that I've taken lightly. This is something that I've been thinking about for a very long time, talked to a couple of people about. I've tried different things, I've tried different schedules, I've tried different approaches to content, I've tried a lot of things, and unfortunately things haven't really gotten to the crux of the matter, which is this isn't sustainable. As for what's next for me, so as well as carrying on with High Rollers and streaming and stuff like that, what I'm going to be doing personally is, well, first part of next year I'm going to be going back to Malaysia and spending a lot of time with my family. And then here's the thing is, I have been, you guys know me, I'm a child of the world. I grew up internationally in many different countries, and this is probably the longest time I've spent living in one country, in the UK. And I'm really starting now more than ever to feel that wanderlust again, and that need to kind of go and live abroad and immerse myself in different cultures and learn new languages and stuff like that. So there's probably a lot of travel in the foreseeable future. I may or may not move to another country. That remains to be seen. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot more traveling about. I've got a couple of projects that I want to start up, of, you know, various creative based projects, that, you know, because that's the thing is I still want to create, I just want to do it in other outlets that aren't YouTube. So there's other things that I'm toying with, which of course I will let you guys in on as soon as I know a bit more about what I'm doing next year. There's some projects that I'm going to be working on with a couple of friends. There's a possibility I might even be setting up a bookshop in Bristol. Who knows? That's a crazy idea that's come up with one of my friends. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff next year that I'm going to be getting involved in, a lot of creative stuff. So watch this space. I will let you guys know as soon as I know more. But yeah, so I better wrap this up because I don't want to kind of this to be a long rambly drama vlog. So as of the 8th of January 2017, my YouTube channel will be quiet. There will be the odd vlog here or there, but there will no longer be a kind of consistent 7 to 8 to 9, 14 videos a week. I mean, yes, I mean, I've been doing a lot of double video content recently. Do you remember the days when I used to do 3 videos a day? That was crazy. No more. So there's not gonna be any of that. I will be streaming on my personal channel. At the moment, I stream Tuesday mornings 10 a.m. GMT and Friday evening 6 p.m. GMT. So I'll be trying to stick to that schedule. I might change it around and do more, do less. Obviously, I can't stream while I'm away in different countries, but I'll be doing that a lot. I will be doing High Rollers. High Rollers has been a great source of inspiration and enjoyment and strength and creativity for me this year, and it's something that I have genuinely enjoyed and actually has been keeping me going quite a lot this year. So of course I will still be a part of High Rollers and the High Rollers gang. I will pop up on other people's YouTube channels, you know, Flux Buddies, Outlast, with Hannah, with Duncan, with other Yogscast members, with people outside the Yogscast. You know, there's always the possibility of me popping up in those places. Events, there is still the possibility of me going to events. Terps, you know, mentioned that he'd be happy for me to come and join them for events. So if you still want to see me after this, there's still the opportunity to meet up with me. And yeah, so I will be streaming this Friday, 6 p.m. GMT. Come over and say hi. I know a lot of you will have questions, and I'm happy to talk more in depth about this on Friday with you guys, because streaming is a bit more direct, because then I can actually have a conversation with you guys and talk to you guys in chat. So you can ask me questions about things, and yeah, and I will put the VOD of that up on my channel later on, so if you missed out, you'll be able to come over and see kind of what the score is. But yeah, don't be sad. Please don't be sad. You know, I think we're at the point where I'd rather you had no content on the YouTube side of things than content where I'm just faking it and lying to you guys, essentially. That's not good for either of us. Please don't be sad. Please, you know, Yoshi P from Final Fantasy 14 says it perfectly. Please be excited. Oh, bless that guy. That comes from a mistranslation of Japanese, where he was talking about Final Fantasy 14. He was like, please look forward to it. I'm excited. I'm scared. I'm worried, you know, of course it's a worrying thing, but I'm excited. When I finally made this decision, so it was probably about August that I actually kind of made the definitive decision. When I made that decision, I did feel like a big weight had lifted up off my shoulders. So yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just not gonna be here. I'm still here, I'm still existing, I'm still gonna be available everywhere else, and I'm still gonna be talking to you guys and telling you that you're awesome, because you are awesome. And I love you guys to bits. Thank you for joining me on this crazy journey so far, and I'd love it if you could come join me for the next bit. So I'll see you guys soon. Come join me on Friday, we'll have a bit more of a chat, and big love to you all. Mwah.